What is the meaning of life? This question has echoed across centuries, inspiring philosophers, seekers, and dreamers. It's a question we all ask at some point, especially when life feels uncertain. Let me share a Zen story, a story that may not give you the answer, but will guide you to discover it for yourself. There was once a young man who sought the meaning of life. He traveled far and wide, meeting scholars and sages, but none could give him the answer he longed for. One day, he heard of a great Zen master who lived in a small monastery atop a mountain. Determined, the young man made the long journey to see him. When he arrived, the master greeted him with a warm smile. "What brings you here?" the master asked. "I've come to find the meaning of life," the young man replied. The master nodded and said, "Very well. Before I answer, let's have tea." They sat together in silence as the master poured tea into a small cup. The young man watched as the tea filled the cup, then began to overflow, spilling onto the table. "Master," the young man exclaimed, "the cup is full." The master smiled and said, "Yes, like your mind. How can I show you the meaning of life when your mind is already full? First, you must empty it." This story teaches us something profound. To find meaning, we must first make space. A cluttered mind, filled with assumptions, distractions, and preconceived notions, cannot see clearly. But this was only the beginning of the young man's journey. The second lesson. The master invited the young man to spend a week at the monastery, working alongside the monks. They tended the garden, swept the halls, and cooked simple meals. At first, the young man grew impatient. "Why am I doing these chores?" he asked. The master replied, "The meaning of life is not found in a single answer, but in the act of living. Pay attention to what you're doing. Be present in every moment." Over the next few days, the young man began to notice the beauty in the ordinary, the sound of the rake on the gravel, the warmth of the sun on his face, the laughter of the monks during their meals. He realized that life's meaning was woven into these small, mindful moments. As the young man prepared to leave, he asked the master one last time, "What is the meaning of life?" The master smiled and said, "Life is like this lake. It reflects what you bring to it. If you bring peace, you will find peace. If you bring chaos, you will see chaos. The meaning of life is not something you find. It is something you create moment by moment." This story offers three powerful lessons. First, empty your cup. Let go of distractions and assumptions so you can see life with clarity. Second, live in the moment. The meaning of life is not a destination. It's found in the way you walk the path, in the small acts of mindfulness and presence. And third, reflect what you wish to see. Life will mirror the energy you bring to it. If you seek peace, cultivate it within yourself. So, what is the true meaning of life? It's not a single answer. It's a journey, an unfolding. It's about how you choose to show up in each moment and the meaning you create through your actions and awareness. Take a moment today to empty your cup, to live mindfully, and to reflect the peace and purpose you seek. If this story resonates with you, share it with someone who might be searching for their own answers. And in the comments, tell me, what does life mean to you? Remember, the meaning of life is not something you find. It's something you create, one moment at a time. Let's walk this journey together,